So as you see, that's a prevention method.
Dan's Kitchen Garden Allotments.
Hi guys, and welcome back to Dan's Kitchen Garden Allotment. Just before this video starts, please go along and hit the subscribe button to come along and join the family. Let's get this video started. So then guys, I hope everyone's staying safe at the moment. I'm back down the allotment doing a few bits and pieces. I've finally got a day off work, so that's going to be good. So what I thought I'd do in this video is we've been having a lot of problems with kids and people breaking into sheds, stealing veg at the allotment over the last about the last 2 years or so. And it could be down to lockdown, it could be down to kids being bored, I suppose. But my allotments are run by the local council, and for them people who don't know about the council allotment, is basically the council owns the land and then you give them a yearly cost per plot per year. So my 2 plots cost me about 58 quid, something like that, a year. So we've all been on this site, been going on at the council, and they have come and done something, but it's going to make you laugh. It did when I see it. So what I'm going to do first guys is I'm going to put a short little video together of clips I've made in the past of where the shed's been vandalised, stuff's been stolen off the allotment and stuff like that. So let's roll to them clips. Guys, and welcome back to Dan's Kitchen Garden Allotment. If I'm sounding pissed off, because I am, I will show you why in a minute. I went up to my allotment just to check the SD card just before I go and pick my daughter up from school. And as I'm walking up to my allotment, I've seen this down the back of my shed, which is some wiring. And I thought, oh, I probably just left it out and it's just blown over here with the wind. So I just left it there, and then I've walked around to the actual main side of my allotment. Everything looks absolutely normal on the allotment, no changes or anything. And then I turn around to go to my shed, and as I go to my shed, I've noticed this damage here. So I was wondering what the hell's going on. So I've gone to look down, and as I've looked down I have seen this on the floor. Which I know was in that shed, the little side shed and the little tool shed. And as you can see, some little beep has broken into my shed. My little shed. And my wildlife camera is right there. So if there was anyone on this allotment, I probably didn't get them breaking into the sheds, but I probably got image of that person who was on my allotment, which I don't understand. So I'm going to take the SD card, and then I will have a look on the SD card to see if there's anything. So then guys, I've just put the SD card in my phone just to see if there was anything come up there. Yes, I did get a few pictures with wildlife, but I also caught a couple of little shits at my allotment as well. They were doing something on the allotment. I didn't see them breaking into the shed, but I did see them walking past, and I shall put a picture up of them now. But what really pisses me off is they come down the allotment, they want to destroy the allotment and do other bits and pieces to the allotment, but they don't realise how much work actually goes into the allotment. So let's have a look in the shed to see if anything's been taken or any damage has been done. So then it looks like they went for this little shed first. As you can see, the lock's been busted out and there was quite a bit of damage on the door. must have forced it somehow. The lock's untacked, they haven't been able to get into the lock. Let's pull this back and see if anything's gone missing. So they've rustled it around a bit in here. All my little tools like this, they're all up on the shelf here. Something else is missing. Feels like something's missing in here, but I'm not too sure what it is yet. See, all these tools are just sitting up here. Oh no, it's gone. The strimmer. My strimmer's been stolen. This is the main back fence what faces onto the park, where they could have come from. All I'm doing is just walking down here and having a look to see if there's any places that they can get into. As you can see up the top there is quite a big branch up there. Ah, I've seen it. Through here. This is where they've come through. As you can see, limbs down quite a bit. So I'm going to get on the phone to the local council and tell them that's what's happened. Yeah, it's definitely through this bit. So a couple of other people down here, and they've said that their shed doors have been left open, but they don't lock them anyway because there's not much in them. So maybe I shouldn't lock these, but I just like the extra security against. I don't really want people going in using my gas or messing around with the petrol what you leave in your sheds for the strimmers and that. But I can't find the top of the strimmer, so it looks like that strimmer is scrapped. So I'm going to have to go out and buy a new, save up and buy a new strimmer. Spade I can't find anywhere, so we'll just have to see if we can get another one somewhere. And take advice from Sean, is going to have a cup of tea as well. Excuse me, have you got allotment? Excuse me. So why are you coming down here taking people's veg? If you ask us, we don't mind. Can you please leave, please? Thank you. Jesus Christ, the cheek of people. Absolutely crazy. We get that problem every now and then down the allotment. People coming down thinking it's a vegetable shop. You can just take what you want. As I just said, as you probably just heard me, guys, I don't mind people taking some crops, as long as they ask you before they take. Literally two plots down. Just walking along with a Tesco bag, just helping herself to the vegetables. As you see from the previous video, the allotment got terrorised by kids. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to take you out and have a look to see what's happened at the allotment today. So let's go and have a look. So then, I'm actually only recording on the phone at the moment because I was doing other bits at home, and I got a phone call to say that the allotment had been broken into by kids that had been on vandalising and stuff like that. So what I've done, guys, is I've shot down the allotment, and I'm doing bits and pieces as well at home with decorating, as you see with the previous video. So let's go and see what they've done at the allotment. This is where my pumpkins were placed, and you've seen from the last video that I managed to take 2 of the biggest pumpkins, which it left 3 pumpkins, which one of them has completely disappeared. One of them was completely disappeared, and if you notice, it was just left just in the middle, just down here, and it's completely gone. I don't know what's happened to it. and there was another one just here as well, which, as you can see, this a couple of hours before the picture was sent to me, as I couldn't get up here. And that is down on the plot, just chucked at the end here. So what I'll do is I'll put a picture in now of what's happened, how I come up exactly to the allotment before I chucked the pumpkins to the... So then, as you see, the shed's been broken into a couple of times. We've had pumpkins stolen off the other plot. We've also had people stealing veg. But that's not just my plot, that is everyone's plot along here has had something done over the past year or so, or had some sweet corns knocked down or something like that. If it's not glued down at this place at the moment, they just take it or destroy it or try and ruin it somehow. And probably a lot of people have that same issue at their allotments as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a walk at this side of the fence over at the park to show you what they can see from the park, and also one of the ways that the council has prevented the kids seeing in and breaking in. So we'll head over there and we'll have a look. Guys, so then guys, you can see my shed in the background just there, and this is what the kids' views are from the park. And as you can see, they can see everything what's going on at the allotment. So the council have told us that they're going to prevent this. Maybe in a few years time, this is their option. They've come along, they've probably planted what, 30 inches? About 30 inches or so off the ground, some little bushes. I can tell you exactly what's going to happen to them as soon as the lawnmower comes along, as soon as the strimmer comes along. They're just going to end up cutting them off, and that'll be the end of it. Yes, it will be a good idea for a long-term solution, but for now we need something different, as the allotments are just constantly getting attacked where a lot more kids are having free time and stuff like that. So then I was just down at the park, as you see me down there, and that is where the metal fencing was with them couple of quite silly shrubbery bushes. But this is what gets me. The rest of the allotment barrier has completely been covered in shrubs. So why didn't they continue it past the park for when they decided to put these shrubs in? The only entrance is that gate there, and it has some barbed wire at the top that is facing out to the park. So in the long run, you're looking at a good few years before them plants down the bottom there, them little bushes down the bottom there, is going to turn into something like this and cover that fence up completely. So that still means we're going to get quite a few problems within the years going forward. So then, this is the other entry of the kids coming through at the allotment. As you can see, at the end of this little lane there's the main road, and all what's stopping the kids to come over is a little fence in the way, which is quite easy to hop over, as I've done it myself. The council said that they are looking at putting a bigger fence in here, but unfortunately they still haven't done it just yet. So as you see, that's their prevention method. Just put a small little bush there and that's going to grow. But as you see, the gate's low as anything, and it's easy to climb over as well. So I have installed a couple of wildlife cameras at my plots, but they're either getting damaged, the rain's getting them, or the footage I'm taking is of about 10,000 pigeons on the plot or something like that, and it takes hours and hours to go through the footage. So I will carry on looking through that footage to see if there's any other changes at all on the plots. So then guys, this was just a short little video to tell you what's going on. Apparently they're meant to be coming out and replacing the fence, but who knows. And I'm sure that something else has got to be done about that big wide open fence to stop the kids coming over. But What can you do? So guys, until the next video, I'll catch you later. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button to make sure the bell notification is switched on. Also, please share this video. We're near enough at 600 subscribers. It's all much appreciated, and I'll catch you in the next one.